1. Bluebird, 1935. The vehicle went on to set the new land speed record of a whopping 301.1 miles per hour. The roar of its engine was deafening, and the world held its breath as it surged forward. The driver, gripped by both terror and exhilaration, knew he was making history. 2. A defeated German soldier returns home from war, finding nothing but the rubble of his home. His hands tremble as he sifts through the debris, his heart pounding with despair. His wife and children are all gone. Frankfurt, 1947. He falls to his knees, overwhelmed by grief, as the echoes of war still haunt him. 3. In 1946, a powerful photograph captured a young Franklin D., surgeon, just a teenager, as he hauled a heavy load of coal from the P&K Coal Company's Clover Gap mine in La Junior, Kentucky. Sweat dripped from his brow, his arms ached, but his spirit remained unbroken, an emblem of resilience and hardship in post-war America. 4. The hot air balloon was invented in France in 1783. In 1852, French engineer Henri Giffard built the first practical airship. Imagine the thrill of those early pioneers as they ascended into the sky, defying gravity and embracing the boundless possibilities of flight. 5. The giant moa, a flightless bird that stood up to 10 feet tall, 3 meters, and weighed up to 510 pounds, 230 kilograms, was hunted to extinction by 1445. What once roamed the lands with majestic grace was lost forever, another reminder of human impact on nature. 6. A sod house near Okeen, Oklahoma Territory, in 1892 would have been a simple yet sturdy structure. Built with sweat and determination, it stood as a symbol of hope and survival for settlers braving the harsh frontier after the Cheyenne Arapaho land opening. 7. World's smallest car, the PLP-50. Designed as a city car, it was advertised in the 1960s as capable of seating one adult and a shopping bag. Its single door on the left added to its charm. For many, it was a quirky, amusing marvel of engineering, proof that bigger isn't always better. 8. Young Kurt Russell kicking Elvis Presley in the movie It Happened at the World's Fair, 1963. The playful moment captured on film reflected the joy and spontaneity of Hollywood's golden era. 9. A lovely photo of a brother and sister. The warmth of their smiles, the way they leaned on each other. It's a portrait of innocence and familial love. I love their fashions and her purse. Chicago, 1945. 10. Rabbit Tail, a member of the Shoshone tribe who worked as a U.S. Army Scout, CA 1895. His gaze, filled with quiet wisdom and unspoken stories, reveals the weight of history on his shoulders. 11. The tall cowboy, Ralph E. Madsen with Senator Morris Shepherd, 1919. Madsen's towering presence was more than a spectacle. It was a symbol of strength, resilience, and the rugged spirit of the American West. 12. A 1942 DeSoto convertible being serviced by 8 female attendants. Their determination and precision shattered gender norms of the era, proving that the war effort had redefined the roles of women in the workforce. 13. A U.S. soldier shares a chocolate bar with a local Japanese lady, 1946. A small, simple gesture, yet it carried the weight of reconciliation and the fragile hope of rebuilding trust after war. 14. The 1,000-yard stare. USMC Private Theodore J. Miller is helped aboard a ship after intense combat on Eniwetok Atoll. His hollow, distant eyes spoke volumes of the horrors he had witnessed. Miller was killed in action a month later, 1944, a tragic end to a young life already marked by suffering. 15. The ecstasy of jazz. Jazz fans absolutely caught in the moment at a Big J McNeely concert, Los Angeles, 1951. Photo by Bob Willoughby. The energy in the room was electric. The music an intoxicating escape from reality. 16. When Marlon Brando asked Sacheen Littlefeather to refuse his Oscar in 1973, the world watched in shock. Her poised but defiant stance became a defining moment in the fight for Native American rights. 17. A boom in New York's population in the mid to late 1800s led to the rise of tenement housing in Lower Manhattan. Families crammed into narrow apartments found themselves struggling to survive, yet their resilience in the face of adversity was remarkable. 18. These photos, taken by photographer Gordon Parks, capture the Fulton Fish Market in Lower Manhattan. The hustle, the grit, the determination of workers. They tell a story of survival and the relentless pulse of city life. 19. These photos, taken by Farm Security Administration photographer Arthur Rothstein, show cowboys and ranch workers from the Quarter Circle U Ranch in Bighorn County, Montana. The dust, the sweat, the untamed land, all capture the raw, unfiltered essence of the American West. 20. In 1945, Todd Webb was discharged from the U.S. Navy following World War II. He landed in New York. With a keen fascination for the bustling humanity of Manhattan, he took his large-format camera out to the streets, capturing the soul of a city rebuilding itself. 21. The term Dust Bowl was coined in 1935 when an AP reporter, Robert Geiger, used it to describe the drought-affected south-central United States. This was in the aftermath of horrific dust storms. Families lost everything, their eyes filled with tears and dust as they face an uncertain future. 22. Early automobile manufacturers used a wide range of tests to prove a car's strength, endurance, capability, and worthiness. These tests weren't just about mechanics. They were about human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. 23. In 1908, photographer Louis Hine was hired by the American Child Protection Council to report and document the working conditions and exploitation of children. These children, or as they were called, underage laborers, were seen across the United States. Their tired eyes and tiny hands told stories of hardship, resilience, and the fight for a better future.